How to start a landscaping business. A landscape business can be lucrative, since there are plenty of homeowners who don't have the time, energy or skills to take care of their yards and design garden features. Beyond the basic gardening services like mowing, weeding, and fertilizing, you can work as a landscaping designer or do advanced installations and planting. If you have a green thumb and can do heavy labor, finding out how to start a landscaping business is the first step toward working at a job you love. Setting up your business. Establish your business. You will need a good business plan to manage your finances and set yourself up legally. Your biggest concern initially will be getting financing to start the business, and setting up how you will pay taxes. For both of these, consulting an accountant is a good idea. You may want to incorporate your business as an LLC. A limited liability company will help limit your personal liability should someone want to sue your company. This can be especially useful if you intend to be a small outfit. You will also need to gain financing. This cash will be necessary to purchasing early equipment and survive as a business while you get new customers. Take your cost estimates and try to get a loan from a bank or other investor. Figure out your pricing. In order to hire you, most customers will want to get an estimate for how much the job will cost. You will need to be able to figure out your skill and speed, and provide an accurate estimation for your work. Your costs will include materials, labor, equipment, and overhead. Get proper licensing. Every state is different, but there are a variety of business and professional licenses you may need to obtain. Some of the more common regulations that touch on landscaping work include fertilizers and pesticides. Because many contain toxic chemicals, and can contaminate water resources, local jurisdictions regulate the use of fertilizers and pesticides. If you plan on applying any of these, you may need an additional license. Irrigation. Particularly in the American Southwest, where water is scarce, you may need to develop techniques that bring water to your client's land. States understandably regulate this kind of water transfer, so you will need to be familiar with local laws. Waste removal. Landscape work can produce a tremendous amount of waste in the form of extra dirt, grass clippings, branches, and other forms of refuse. You will need to know how the local jurisdiction expects businesses to deal with their waste. Contractor license. Landscapers work as contractors, and so require licensing in many states. Check yours to see what kind of licensing you will need for contracting work. Get licensed. Landscapers are licensed by the American Society of Landscape Architects, and many states require this licensing to practice the business.bell equals link to reference 5 greater than 5. To get licensed, you will need to pass the Landscape Architect Registration Exam (LARE), which will test your knowledge and skills for maintaining health, safety, and welfare standards. The ASLA provides additional detailed information on the exam, as well as ways to prepare for it. 6. The test is administered by the Council of Landscape Architectural Registration Boards (CLARB), and you can schedule your exam through them. The application fee is $150. 7. You will need to maintain this license with continued education, which the ASLA's Landscape Architecture Continuing Education System can provide. The renewal fee is $150 or $195, depending on your current status. 8. Get tax information. Your business will need to pay taxes, so you will need a tax identification number for federal and state offices. Get an employer identification number from the IRS. You can apply through the IRS website, or you can fax or mail a completed SS4 form. Filing online will get you an IN immediately, while the mailed or faxed form should return a number in about 4 business days. Filing for an IN is free. 9. When you incorporate as a business and register in your state, you should receive a state-level tax identification number. Each state has different obligations and requirements, so make sure you know your state's relevant laws. 10. Find your first customers. There are a variety of people interested in hiring outside people to work on their yards. Their needs vary by location, age, and professional lives. You may not be able to get all these details, but understanding your potential market can help you determine what services you will want to offer. Landscaping seeks to modify the current physical landscape of a piece of property. Homeowners who lack the skill or tools to design their own, new homeowners who want to update their property, those looking to sell their homes, and property owners who do not employ landscapers may be interested in someone to do advanced work on their property. Lawn maintenance is the simple care of pre-existing grass and other plants. Some towns and neighborhoods have regulations regarding basic standards for lawn care. Potential customers include homeowners who are frequently out of town for professional or seasonal reasons, retirees who can't or don't want to care for their lawns, or property owners with green spaces they don't have the personnel to keep up. While landscaping may be your passion, doing general lawn work as well can be a good way to establish a customer base and cash flow in your business early stages. Much of your work will be seasonal, particularly in the spring and summer. If you want your business to earn money throughout the year, be prepared to do off-season work. This can include raking and collecting leaves during the fall, or shoveling snow in the winter. Hire workers. Depending on the type of work you intend to do, you may find it necessary to hire additional help. Landscape work attracts all kinds of people, so you will need to be multifaceted in your recruitment approach. Even something as simple as "Help Wanted" flyers and signs on your equipment and posted at local lawn care stores can bring in potential employees. Be sure to include contact information, especially a phone number, so interested workers can get in touch with you. 12. When you hire workers, you will need to properly account for their employment and tax status. Make sure they are eligible to work in the United States, and that you have their Social Security number. Make sure your workers fill out both the I-9 form for employment eligibility and W-4 form for taxation. Keep all your employees' tax forms filed for easy reference. 13. Even if your work is seasonal in nature, you will still need to account for your employees' tax withholding. 14.